match there. So would you like to go back to the article to refresh your mind, or you are okay now to continue with the next activity, which is synonym match? Are you ready for that, or would you like to refresh your mind, with the article? Because it's been, a while.
I think I can continue from the
Oh,
next part.
Okay, no problem. All right. So, okay, so for the next part, we will be doing the synonym match, or when we say synonym, it is the same meaning, right? Words with the same meaning. So for this one, we're going to answer 1 to 10, and this is going to be match the following synonyms from the article. So these words here in the left side, 1 to 10, are all from the article, and the words on the left or the right side are, you can choose from them, which is the same meaning. So let's go ahead and try to put our answers first, Claire. So number 1 is going to be former. Or what do you think is the same meaning of former?
Former, I think is ex.
Oh, like an ex-boyfriend? I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Okay, like an ex. Okay, let's talk about that after. Okay, number 2, remarkable.
D.
Okay, extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Okay, next one.
Assumes means I'm not sure the answer.
Would you like to skip that and go to the next one first?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, number 4, instrumental. Skip?
I think.
Okay. Okay, number 5, no problem. Opponents.
Opponents means C.
Foes. Okay, next, number 6 is sufficient.
Sufficient. I think I can answer number 7.
Okay, protege.
Trainee.
Trainee. Okay, thank you. Number 8, the set.
Set.
If you want, if you're having a hard time, I know that these words are not very common sometimes. If you are gonna read like the article, they are used in some sentences, right? So maybe that could be a clue, but I don't know. I don't know. For me, that's what I do.
I know the means when I read the article. But if you put one single word, I don't remember what that means.
What it exactly means.
Yes.
Okay. Because when it is used in a sentence, you have a clue, right? Oh, okay, right? I see your point. I see. So if it's only a single word, probably it's gonna be a little hard to know the meaning. I see. So this set, you have no answer yet for this?
I know the number 10.
Okay, number 10 is gathering.
Gathering means assembly.
Assembly. Okay, letter H. And no answer for restore, right? So
Restore. Assumes means takes over.
Okay, thank you. Letter I. Go ahead, it's fine. You don't really like to take a guess. I think you don't like taking, because some of my students, if they don't know, okay, maybe this one, okay. So you don't really like doing that. Okay. All right, no problem. Anything else? Any other answer maybe?
Mm. Mm. Instrumental means key.
Okay. We only have 3 more. Sufficient, beset, and restore. So we have plagued, enough. No. Oh, is that right? Enough, and what's the last one? Reinstate. So those are the 3 choices that you have for the 3 remaining numbers. What do we mean when we say sufficient, Claire? Like, for example, let me use it in a sentence. Let's say, the food is sufficient for all the visitors, or for all the people who went to the party.
Oh, enough.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. What about the 2 more? Okay, 2 more. Yeah, last 2. Beset and restore.
Actually, I don't know the B and the G means.
The meaning of the G and the B. Okay. Reinstate and okay, so we are gonna leave it blank, all right? And we are gonna talk about that at the last part of the of answering this or checking your answers. No problem. But thank you very much, Claire. I really appreciate that you did your best. I know that sorry that this morning is hard, but I know that it's a hard morning, but I really appreciate your effort in, taking time to give your answers. So anyway, let's go ahead and check it. Okay. So your answer for number 1 is when we say former, you're actually correct. When you say former, of course, it means ex, right? Or, the last one, your ex-boyfriend, what else? Like your ex-boss, right? Your ex-boss, your former company, something like that. So let's go ahead and try to give our sentence when we say former or ex. So let's try to give us a sentence for it. Let me do first. For example, I went to my former company to fight with my boss. I'm just kidding. No fighting. To submit my papers. Right, like this. Okay, so this is former or, ex company. So it means I'm not working there anymore, right? Because it's my last company. So do you have your, okay, for the first one, for the first number, it's fine. Maybe you can do the next sentence, okay? So that is an example of using a former in a sentence. So for number 2, Claire, remarkable. So when we say remarkable, that is very good. When we say remarkable, it means extraordinary. So not usual, right? It means it's different, right? It's not the same with others, or it's so good, right? So do you have a remarkable experience so far? Like a holiday, a remarkable holiday. I think we all have, right? But do you have a remarkable experience or a holiday, do you think, before? That you will not forget, a remarkable experience, like not an ordinary experience. Like, for example, maybe for me, I can say that I have a remarkable, something that I will not forget because it was extraordinary, okay? It was not a usual thing. I have a remarkable experience with a monkey. Yeah, I will never forget that, Claire, because, when I was young, that's why I hate monkeys now. I really hate them. When I was young, like maybe 8 years old, I have a neighbor and we are playmates. We play all the time. And then they have a monkey, a pet monkey. Like, the thin one, like with a long tail. And then one time, I was calling my friend and she was not going out. So I went to their house. So, hello, hi, come play with me, like that. So I went to their house and unfortunately, Claire, the monkey, escaped from, because it was tied. So the monkey escaped. And then I didn't know that. So I was at the door and I was knocking. And then suddenly, Claire, the monkey grabbed my hair from the back. It jumped. It jumped in my back. And then it grabbed my hair. It pulled my hair. I'm like, wow, my God. And I shouted. I know, I was so scared. Oh my God. I will not forget that because it was remarkable. Ah! Shouting and and then with like that, the crazy monkey was like laughing or something. And then her parents came out like, hey, stop that. And, grabbed the monkey and then, like tied it again. I'm like, and then I went home. I'm like, I hate monkeys so much. So every time I'm looking at the monkey, cause, I can see the monkey from our house. Every time I look at the monkey, I would always say, I'm gonna poison you. But I didn't do it, okay? Maybe I was just really scared and angry. So I was thinking like that, but I didn't do anything, okay? But, I will never forget that. Oh my God. So after that, I hate monkeys. I know that they're not doing anything bad. Not really right now because I'm much older. But I just don't like them. If I'm gonna choose dog, monkey, and cat, I will not choose monkey all the time. So I was like, no monkeys like that. So
in Philippines, the monkey is a normal pet.
In I think now, it's not allowed anymore to get a monkey as a pet. Yeah, because some of them, they are treated badly. So the people will hurt them. So you're not supposed to make them a pet because they are supposed to stay in the forest, right? So you cannot make it as a pet. But before, like, long time ago, because I'm very old, I'm just kidding. Like a long time ago, maybe like 20 years ago, they can make it as a pet. And, maybe, and you have to take care of it, of course, because it is your pet. But now I think if you're going to have a pet as a monkey, or that is not allowed. So they will take it from you because you cannot do that. Yeah. But in the Philippines, you're right. We have a lot of monkeys in the forest. So I don't like to go to the forest because maybe someone will jump on me. So I'm just going to stay here, safe. But yeah, so that was a remarkable, story or remarkable experience, right? I will never forget that ever, So yeah. Okay, so that's an example of an extraordinary, right? Or a remarkable experience. Okay. So anyway, that is for number 2, Claire. Okay, for number 3, actually when we say assumes, actually you're correct. When we say assumes, it says takes over or what do you call this? In the article, I think it was used in a sentence, right? Hold on. Here, when he assumes power, or when he takes over the power in Malaysia, he will be the world's oldest elected leader, right? So again, we're talking about Mahathir Mohamad, and he is in Malaysia. So when he takes, what do you call that? When he becomes president, or when he takes over on being a president, he will be the oldest, what do you call that? Leader in the world. What do you think about it, Claire, when you heard about this news that he is 92 years old? You know, what do you think about it? Do you think it's like, no, that's not possible? It's old and sick, you know?
Yeah, he's very old. I imagine a 92 man is a person who sits on the wheelchair and laying on the bed.
I know,
It's
and
not possible for him to be a prime minister.
at this age, right?
Yes.
I totally agree with you. I'm like, maybe this is a typo. I said, is it really 92? Maybe it's 62 or 72?
Yeah.
You know,
He's younger.
he does. So it is definitely 92, because it is the oldest, or the oldest leader in the world. Because I don't know why people voted for him, even if, you know, he was very old. Maybe because, Claire, maybe he is the only person who really cares about the people, right? So even if he is very old, you know, people still vote for him, right? Oh, it's okay, even if he is old, but he loves Malaysia, or something like that. Yeah, so maybe that's the reason why. But personally, I think you also agree with me. I think we think that 92 is a little too old, right?
Yes.
For to be a leader. Maybe you will be feeling sick, or, you know, I don't know. But it's you know, being a president or a prime minister is a hard, you know, job. And for an old person, you should just take a rest.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Okay. But anyway, this is really happening. You know, it really is happening in Malaysia. They have a 92-year-old leader. Anyway, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the next word here. Instrumental. And very good job, Claire. It means key, or like a solution, right? Like you can be a solution to something, to a problem, right? So a key, or an instrumental thing to solve a problem, something like that. Instrumental. We are not just, I think instrumental can also mean like an instrument, like, you know, like a music instrument, right? Do you play any musical instrument?
No.
No? Okay, but you sing.
Sometimes.
Like a karaoke or video. You do that?
Yeah, with my friends.
With your friends. Great. Yeah, it's a good time, you know, to like just sing and like with Mariah Carey or Celine Dion, you know, when you are with your friends. So when we say instrumental, it is the key, or let's just say like be, okay, maybe we can say be an answer. It could also be another meaning. Okay, this is another meaning of instrumental. Be an answer to a problem. Okay, you are gonna be the key. Oh, like for example, Claire is the key to make him happy. Oh, like that. Or you can be an instrumental. You will be an instrumental to make someone happy, right? Maybe your mom, not just a boy, but your mom, your parents, right? Your friends. You can be an instrument to be for happiness or to solve a problem. So let's try to, okay, so that it will not be hard for us. Let's just get the sentence from the article. So he was instrumental in his country's economic success. So this one. So he was the key, right? For the country to be successful long time ago. So that's why in Malaysia, maybe they still believed that they can, that he will solve the problems in Malaysia, I think, even if he is very old. But I think in Malaysia, they are very old, maybe because of the food that they eat. Maybe they eat very healthy food.
Maybe.
Similar in Japan, right? There's a lot of old people in Japan, I think.
Yes.
Because of the food that they eat. I think in the Japanese food, for me, I don't know what you think, Claire, but I think Japanese food doesn't taste very salty or strong. It doesn't have a strong taste, right? What do you think about Japanese food, Claire? Do you like it? I mean, what do you think about it?
But I think the noodles, I don't know how to say that.
Ramen?
Noodles,
like the ramen?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
I think it's a little
salty?
Yes.
Yeah, because they have a kind of ramen that is salty, and then there's another one different kind of ramen. Yeah. You have been to Japan, right, Claire?
Yes.
Oh, how do you like it there?
I think it's great.
Do you like the people, the culture?
I have been to Japan twice.
Okay.
And I have been to Tokyo.
Oh, okay, Tokyo.
Last year.
Okay.
I think it's great.
But
it's colder than Taiwan.
It's colder. You mean Tokyo is colder than Taiwan?
Yes.
Okay. And it was even in the city, right? I mean, Tokyo is a city, right? So it was cold there. Okay. But maybe because, did you go there during winter time or something like? But there was no snow at that time.
Yeah, no snow.
But it was already cold.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Oh, definitely it was colder. It will be colder in Japan because I think because of the location of the place, right? Yeah. So it's really, really cold. But I think that Taiwan, for me personally, Claire, Taiwan has a perfect weather, right? It's not freezing cold, like really, really cold because you don't have snow, and it's not very, very hot as well. So I think, Taiwan has a great weather. I think.
But I think Taiwan's summer is very hot.
Really? Like, what is the usual temperature during summer?
Temperature 37.
That is hot. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 37. Okay, so maybe if it's very hot, maybe people in Taiwan would like to stay inside the house and just do air conditioner, heaven, like that. But to be honest with you, Claire, the summer in my country goes up to 42, more than 40 degrees. So I've been worse. You cannot go here if you don't like hot weather, as you're like, so hot, I want to go back now. Like that. Yeah, it's terrible. God, it's terrible. So, but right now, because, I don't know if you know, but Philippines only has like two season, rainy and then summer. So right now, yeah, too bad. Right now we are in the rainy season already. So yeah, it's a little, it's not fun because you have to stay inside the house all the time. And it's a lazy weather, right? I mean, you can't do anything when it's raining. So yeah. Anyway, Clary, thank you very much for sharing about your opinion of Japan. So I'm really happy that you like traveling so much. So I think that's a good experience to share to other people, right? Traveling, I think.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so that is number 3. That is instrumental or the key. Let's go to number 5. This is gonna be opponents. And of course, this mean, oh, I'm already on the next page. Sorry. This is opponents means foes.
Enemy.
Yeah, exactly. Enemy. Exactly. That's right. Foes or enemies. Very good. Like someone that, you know, that doesn't like you, maybe, and they like to fight with you or something. I hope you don't have any opponents. Do you have?
I think I don't have.
Like, you know, someone like, Claire is terrible. You don't think, are you sure? I'm just kidding. No, but like maybe when we are younger, right? Or like our playmates, you know, they would like hurt us or something. But right now that you are older, you know, like you don't have any opponents or foes anymore. Mm-hmm. But when we are young, or actually you can also call, Claire, you can also call, you know, when you are playing something and, you know, like you're in a team and there's another team, you can also call them your opponents, right? Because you are not in the same team, okay? So they are in the different team and then you're in a different team. So you can call them your opponents, okay? So for today, Claire, you will be my opponent because we will play a video game and let's see who is faster, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so you can also call that opponents. Okay, let's put it here. People in another team. Okay, so you can call it like that. But for some people, Claire, they call them foes because actually foes or a foe is an enemy. That is a meaning of an enemy. But an opponent is a better word because a foe is a negative word. Okay, it's not a good word. It means an enemy or someone who hates you, who doesn't like you. But when you say opponent, it means it is in another team or, you know, just a game or something like that. Okay. So I think you should use opponent more than a foe. Okay, because a foe means I really hate you, really hate you so much. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Let's try to make a sentence with opponent. Maybe we can say Anne was my opponent in volleyball during high school, right? Did you play any sports during high school, Claire?
No.
No, why not? You know, you're
like exercise.
Oh, why you don't like exercise? Why you don't like exercise? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean it's very late. I mean sometimes, and it's really hard to do some exercise. But maybe just like what they say, if you don't like to do exercise, just try to eat healthy food, right? So it's okay, right? But Anne was my opponent, right? So she was in a different team, right? And I was in a different team in volleyball during high school. Okay, so that is an example. Okay, great. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about number. Okay, sorry. So very good for number 5. Thank you. Sufficient. Okay, when we say sufficient, it means it is enough. Very good. So, let me ask you, Claire, do you have sufficient time to finish your work every day? Are you able to finish your job like for example, you're only 8 to 5, so 5, finish, I'm gonna go home, like that.
Yes.
So you have sufficient time every day. You don't have to do.
Sometimes I have to work overtime.
When do you need to work overtime?
Sometimes we have to help our client to count their tax. They have to report to the government. They have to pay the tax.
Oh, So you have to like help them with that.
Yes, during 2 week
Mm-hmm.
or 1 week, we have to help them.
Oh, like but not all the time, right? Usually,
Yes.
usually you have sufficient time or you have enough time, but sometimes if the client needs your help or they need you to assist them, you have to do your job, right? So you're like, oh my
Yes.
God. But it's not very, very late, right? Like how,
Mm-hmm.
just like maybe like you're gonna go home at like 8 or something.
Yeah, sometimes.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's okay, Claire, because I think you have overtime pay. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, and usually when I do that, Claire, in my previous job, every time I do an overtime and I'm with a client, they would usually treat you for dinner, right? I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pay for dinner like that. They do that, Claire?
No.
No, that's too bad. So maybe some next time you will say, oh, maybe you will you will let them hear that, oh, I feel a little hungry, like that. So they will say like, do you want to eat dinner? You know, I'm gonna pay for the dinner. I'm just kidding. You know, oh, I'm really hungry, like that. I'm just kidding. But yeah, anyway, so I usually, so maybe you can say, Claire, I usually have sufficient time. I usually have sufficient work time, right? So, 8 hours is enough for you, right? You don't have to do overtime. But, just like what you said, sometimes, of course, because it's your job, so, you know, you have to stay, more in the office, okay? So yeah, thank you very much. Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. Protege. And of course, protege means a trainee. Very good. Thank you so much. So I think during university, Claire, before you graduate, right, we became proteges, right? Have you done that? Protege. Did you enjoy being a trainee? During college or university?
Yes.
Or did it scare you? Were not scared to do the job?
Everything's fresh, and I think it's interesting.
Oh, I think that is a very good attitude, because that means that you really want to experience new things, right? I think that is a very good attitude, because for some people, I think they are scared to try new things. And it should not be like that, right? I think that especially when you are still young, you should not be scared to try new things and be a trainee in the beginning, because you have to learn new things and things like that. But you know, during university, if I think for young people now, I think that university is the most scary thing, because if you will imagine, Claire, after university, you have to work for yourself, right? So like, oh my God, I don't want to graduate because I need to work after. But I think that the best time would be high school days, right? Because you just have to enjoy and have a good time. But
in Taiwan, the students in university, they happy. They play all the time.
oh, really? Did you?
Yes.
Why are they like that? I mean, university is not so hard in Taiwan.
Because the high school is difficult to to the student. They have to contest, and they have contests all the time in their school time.
So high school is the most difficult in Taiwan.
Yes.
Really? That's really weird. Okay. So you have like I think in high school, right? You have like a junior high school, right? And then senior high school. Is that right?
Yes.
And then after that, you're gonna be in college, right? First year until fourth year college.
Yes.
Ah, I see. So I didn't know that. I thought because when I was in high school, I really thought that, high school was really a fun time. That's when you will meet your best friends, right? Your review buddies or something like that. So I didn't know that. So maybe in Taiwan, but I think it's a good training for you. Yeah,
I think it's the most different when you are a college student. You will be an adult.
Oh, that's
You can
true.
try,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you can try a lot of different things
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like alcohol
Oh
or
my.
something.
Don't. Okay. Yeah, you're trying to, be an adult, right? Alcohol,
Yes,
drinking with friends,
yes.
that's not good. Okay. But did you do that, Claire?
Yeah, sometimes.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, just make sure that you don't do anything bad after doing alcohol,
Yes.
right? I mean, it's okay, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. But you're right. I totally agree with you, Claire. I think college time is the time that you start to try new things, right? Because
Yes.
you're a little bit older. Like, "Ah, I want to try that." When I was in high school, I wonder what alcohol tastes like. And then you're going to drink. Oh, it tastes terrible. Ugh, you know? But why do you think, Claire, even if alcohol tastes terrible, still people drink it? Why is that?
Ah,
Uh-huh.
I don't like beer, but I think the wine is better.
Wine is better. Oh,
Yes.
uh-huh. Maybe some wine is better? Uh-huh. So you drink wine, not really the alcohol one. I mean, not like the beer or
I don't
vodka.
like the beer.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You don't like beer, okay. Okay, but you do drink wine. Okay, maybe
Yes.
Oh, wine can actually make you drunk also, right?
Hmm. And the champagne is fine. It's great.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Uh-huh. Yeah, it is. But champagne is only for celebrations, I think.
Yes.
Right? Like for example, well, I got a promotion. Let's get a champagne. Party time, like that.
Yes, sometimes.
Or during New Year, right? Like a New Year celebration, usually you have champagne to celebrate that. But I think in a normal day, Claire, I also drink wine. Actually, I always have wine. So every like at night if you cannot sleep, like I really need to, yeah. Like I really need to, come on, just one glass, and then you're sleeping. It's good. And they say, Claire, I'm not telling you to drink wine, but, they say that actually red wine, Claire, is good for your heart. Like one glass in 1 week. It's okay to drink that.
Mhm.
Don't finish the whole bottle, okay? Because that's not good for your heart anymore. Just one glass of red wine is okay for 1 week. It's good for your heart. That's what they say. Anyway, all right. Thank you very much, Claire, for sharing about that. Okay, so again, we are going to skip 8 and 9 because we don't have answer for that. So let's go and do first number 10. A gathering. Very good. A gathering means an assembly, right? Gathering. Gathering or assembly. It's when people get together. Is that right? Like for a
Yes.
meeting or a party. What was the last gathering that you attended, Claire?
Mm. Mm.
You don't like going to gatherings or like parties like that?
Maybe last month.
Mm-hmm. You went to a birthday party?
No, we just gathering some
Friends?
yes, high
Ah,
school
uh-huh.
friends,
Mm-hmm.
classmates.
Mm-hmm. And like, hey, how are you? Are you rich now?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Go out
Uh-huh,
and
uh-huh.
have fun.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Do you usually do that, Claire, with your high school friends?
Um,
Not really, or
Yeah, every
mm-hmm.
year.
Every year you see each other.
Yes.
I see. And then you ask each other, "Are you rich now?" Because we always do that when I see.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's just a joke, you know. We're just kidding, but you know, it's funny every time I see them. Well, my age is like 28, and every time I see my classmates, they're married and they have kids, and they always ask me, "Are you married now?" Like, no. Like, what? You know, they always say that. And every time I see a friend, they would always ask if I'm married. So what about you? What do they always ask you, Claire, when they see you? You have a boyfriend? Like that?
Yeah. They will
Really?
ask about
Uh-huh.
that.
Uh-huh. And no, you say not yet.
It's hard to say.
No, I mean, why not? You know?
Sometimes, and when they ask me, I have the boyfriend, but
Uh-huh.
maybe 2 months or 3 months next, maybe I broke up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna break up? You know? Yeah, so for example, Claire, you will see each other today, and then they will say, "Oh, Claire, do you have a boyfriend?" And you say, "Oh, yeah, I do," blah, blah, blah. And then after that, the next day you broke up. Oh my God, what am I gonna tell my friends?
Yeah, so sometimes I won't tell them
Oh,
I have
good,
a
good.
boyfriend.
Very smart. Uh-huh. I think that's so smart. Maybe it was no, 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 no boyfriend. Okay, because maybe we'll break up next week, you know, so
Mhm.
I don't need to explain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. When me and my boyfriend were just new, like when we were just dating, I would also tell my friends that I don't have a boyfriend because maybe we will
Uh,
break up. Okay, so I would always tell them, "No, I don't have a boyfriend," and they would always say, "Oh, can you date him?" You know, because he's really good and he likes it. I'm like, "No, no, 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 I'm not dating. I'm not dating anyone." So, and then after like 3 years, Claire, I told them already, "Oh, I have a boyfriend." They're like, "What?"
uh,
Yeah. So sometimes you have to be sure first, right? Before
mhm.
you tell them. Before you tell your friends. So you don't have to explain to them, you know, what happened. That's right. I think that's a very smart thing to do, you know. So gathering. So maybe we can say I have, okay, let's try to give your example in making a sentence. We have, okay, oh, sorry. Me and my high school friends have a yearly, is that right? You said yearly?
Mhm.
Yearly gathering like this. Oh, that's really nice. I think that's really fun, you know, to see how everybody is doing, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
maybe someone will get fat.
Oh my God. And then you will, oh, in high school you're not like that, right? But now you're so
Yeah,
fat. What happened to you? Uh-huh.
yeah.
That's really fun, I think. That's very exciting. Very, very nice. It's a good time, I think. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, let's talk about the two things that we are not able to give answers to. Okay, so we have here, we are left with beset and restore. Okay, so when we say, let's talk about beset here. Sorry, let's put it here. Okay, the meaning of beset is actually, okay. Hmm. Oh, that was a loud one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. When we say beset, actually it means it's plagued. I think this is not a very good word to use here. Plagued. Because there's a good word to say beset. So basically number 9 is restore and it is reinstate. Okay, hold on. Let me just put it first here. Another meaning of plagued, because plagued is a negative word, I think. So, and the last one here is restore. Means reinstate. Okay, when we talk about plague, hold on. It means that oh, see? To distress, to harass, like that. The meaning of, okay, let's look for the sentence here in the article. Hold on, how they used it. In the article, it says here that, where's the beset? Hold on. Where is it? Rule, advancing age. Oh, I can't find it. Okay, give me 1 sec. Beset. Mr. has been beset. Oh, plagued. So when we say beset, it means that you have been covered by something. Okay, beset or plagued. Like you have been suffering from something. It's like you've been sick. It's like you have a bad thing inside your body, Claire. So it's like being sick about something, just like it was used in the article. It says here that the former president, right? It says there that the former, Prime Minister. Why do I say president? Prime Minister. Prime Minister has been beset by corruption. You know what's corruption? Corruption means that when you are working in something or in a company, you don't give the money to the company, but you keep it to yourself. Like, oh, I'm not going to give it away because I'm going to take the money and I'm not going to give it to the government or to the company. Yeah. So that's being corrupt. Okay. So you're trying to take something, steal something. All right. So it's a bad word. So beset by corruption. It means that he has been beset by corruption. So he has been plagued or infected, something like that. So it's like a bad word, okay, when we say beset. Okay, and the last one here, Claire, is going to be restore, which means to reinstate or to make something alive, okay? Something is dead, so you restore a dead person. I'm just kidding, you can't do that. Make something alive or something like that, okay? Make something good, okay, or better, okay? Alive or better, like this. So for example, we can say this lotion, this lotion can restore your face skin or your facial skin, just like a Korean skin, you know. You like Korea? When I see that you visited Korea. What do you think about their skin, Claire? Is it really that good? Because when you see it on TV, like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So is it true that they have amazing skin?
I have been to Korea about 4 years ago.
Oh, okay, long time ago.
Yeah, but I think that the girl in Korea, their skin looks great.
I think because of the weather, right? If you have cold weather, your skin is like, you know, like really, you know, like really nice and all. So that's why the skin in Philippines is not good because it's very hot, okay?
Yeah, Taiwan's too.
I think you're colder, right? So do you put a lot of products maybe? Do you use a lot of products?
Yeah.
You think the women in Taiwan, they use a lot of products for their skin?
Yes.
Well, that's okay, I think. Of course, everyone wants to be beautiful, right? So, you know, it's okay. I'm gonna spend money for this, you know. I think there's nothing wrong with that. But anyway, Claire. Oh, so we are able to finish this part only for today. So I think we're a little slow, but that's okay. I think that so far here, Claire, you did a good job, and I think that you don't really like to make a guess, right? So it's okay. You really try to give the best that you can. So far, Claire, to be honest with you, the way that you are talking or your conversational English is very good, okay? If I will not list down anything on what you say, I think that you have very good speaking English, like your speaking skills is good. But I'm really gonna check everything, maybe you have very small mistakes only, okay, like the tenses. So maybe we can work on that next time, of course. But today, Claire, I want to thank you for being on the class, and I'm really happy to meet you today, finally. And yeah, thank you very much, Claire, for doing your best for today. And since we don't have any more time, I wish you to have a great weekend, okay? And I wish to talk to you again soon, all right?
Okay.
So thank you for today, Claire. You have a good day, all right? And see you next time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.